In my first quick tips episode on how to align boxes, I showed you a loot room design with the TC and 4 large chests, which are frequently used in the starter units of my base designs. While fitting the largest number of chests wasn't really the point of the video, it prompted a lot of comments on how many more chests you guys were able to fit. In this episode, I demonstrate how to build hyper-efficient loot rooms, that is, loot rooms with the largest possible number of chests. Since such builds require perfect alignment of the boxes, I'll make sure to explain you all those little tricks that I use to get the alignment right. First, we start off with a design by Zedge, which fits 7 large boxes into a 1x1. I found it easiest to achieve this placement while the loot room is still upgraded to stone. First, we place the rear box. Move into the rear left corner of the loot room. Then, align the box by clipping it in and out of the wall, as I explained in the previous quick tips episode. Once the edges of the box emerge from the wall at the same time, it should be perfectly aligned. If your avatar is perfectly close to the wall, this should be very easy to achieve. The second box should be easy to place. Move your avatar against the left wall, and from this position the box should align itself perfectly. You might have to wiggle the mouse a bit to ensure that the head of the box is as close to the rear wall as possible. For the third box, again move your avatar against the wall, this time on the right hand side. Wiggle the mouse a little bit to ensure that the box is as far forward as it can be. Jump onto the third box to place the fourth box. Align it by clipping it in and out of the wall and move it as close to the right as possible. Verify that you can still place a double door frame before you continue. To place the upper boxes, we need to attach a triangle. The triangle should be attached on the opposite side of the first box, otherwise the first box will be close to impossible to reach. Since here all walls are full walls, we have to use the little trick with placing a temporary twig wall outside of the loot room. Now you should be able to place this triangle floor. Add another twig triangle to make the placement of the boxes easier. We place the rear box first. This time we align it with the line on the triangle floor tile. If the box is placed correctly, its edge should be very close to that line. Second, we place the forward box on the white side of the triangle. Align it by clipping it in and out of the wall. Then move it as close as possible to the first box without changing the rotation. The last box will go onto the tip of the triangle. To make the alignment that easy, push yourself against the wall on the right hand side and wiggle with the mouse until the box turns blue. Then push it as far forward as you can. If done right, you can still place the door frame, and you can reach the rear box by jumping onto the closest box on the ground. Congratulations, you've just built one of the most efficient loot rooms in Rust. Now let's repeat this exercise, but this time we include the TC. Move into the corner and place the TC facing sidewards. It's more important that the TC is placed against the back than to the left. The first box will be aligned by clipping it in and out of the wall. It needs to be flat against the rear wall. Then move your avatar against the left wall to place the second box. Make sure to move the mouse a bit to see how far forward you can place this box. The third box goes in front of the TC. Position your avatar on the line on the ground, this way it should be easy to place. Try to get it as close to the TC as possible for better mobility. Now we repeat the exercise of placing a temporary twig triangle outside of the loot room to place the triangle for the upper boxes. I know that sometimes people have issues placing this triangle. One thing you can check if there's a bag in the way. The first upper 2 boxes are placed the same way as before. Align the rear box along the line on the triangle floor tile. Align the second box by clipping it in and out of the wall. The last box is best placed from U-shaped stairs. Please note that with this design, it's very hard to reach the rear box. It works best by standing on an item and jumping, which can be kind of a hassle. But then again, it also creates a quite well-hidden box that raiders might miss. If you prefer easy access to all boxes, place 2 small boxes instead. And voila, one of the most efficient TC loot rooms in Rust. And I'm saying one of the most efficient because there's always room for improvement. For example, if you're willing to place the TC last and have 1 box sticking out of the loot room, you can fit 6 accessible large boxes by using this design of Lord Desert. I hope this little tutorial helps you to make your loot rooms as efficient as possible. Until then, Evil Wurst out.